Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Vatcher. I'm a fishing gear technologist with the Canadian Wildlife Federation, and I'm going to give a brief update on the Camfish Gear Lending Program. Content from this presentation can be shared on social media. The Camfish Gear Lending Program was created in 2022 to support fish harvesters affected by fishery closures in Atlantic Canada when North Atlantic right whales are present. The program operates out of a warehouse space in Halifax, Nova Scotia, equipped with around 175 on-demand units with capability to support up to 40 harvesters at one time. When a harvester experiences a closure, they fill out a fishery questionnaire and are placed on our scientific permit so they can legally fish. A team of trained technicians delivers the gear to the harvester and provides at-sea training and ongoing assistance and support, as well as ongoing reporting to DFO and CMP officers. Once the harvester is done using the gear, it's returned to our warehouse for maintenance and storage. Results from the first 2 years of the program involve lending gear to 14 harvesters in closures in CFA 12, CFA 19, and LFA 25. This map shows both the seasonal closures in green and dynamic closures in blue in CFA 12 and CFA 19, and where the on-demand units were deployed. No units ended up being set in LFA 25, so it's not shown on this map. In total, 160 hauls were completed with the gear, 537 buoy lines were removed from the water column, and 343,850 pounds of snow crab was caught with on-demand gear. Results from this year involve lending gear to 20 harvesters in closures in CFA 12 and LFA 23. Only 3 hauls were completed with the gear in CFA 12, resulting in 30 buoy lines being removed from the water column and 2,000 pounds of snow crab being caught. Unfortunately, no gear was set in LFA 23, and I'm going to go in more detail about that in the next few slides. So on May 21st, there was a closure announced in LFA 23 off Miscou Island, New Brunswick, shown in the red square. Our team was contacted to prepare and deliver gear to around 20 lobster harvesters that were interested in using on-demand gear from our library to continue to fish. So this quickly got our team working to prepare enough on-demand units for 20 harvesters to receive 4 to 5 units each. We loaded 2 trucks and 2 trailers and made the 6-hour drive from Halifax to Miscou Island as fast as we could to train the harvesters and get them back out on the water. And the outcome was 83 units prepared and delivered, 18 harvesters trained at sea, and a quick and efficient response to the closure with our team arriving in Miscou 24 hours later. Despite delivering 83 units to 18 harvesters, unfortunately none of the on-demand units were set in the closure, and this was due to a few things. First, there was a change in our license conditions after the units were delivered, that only 6 traps were permitted on a trawl, and this was because DFO had safety concerns with harvesters hauling long trawls. This modified trawl length was a hindrance for the harvesters, and many felt that it wasn't worth it to set the gear. Secondly, there was a revocation of the closures in grid cells less than 10 fathoms, so harvesters opted to fish in the shallower open area. And lastly, there was a short time frame to use the gear before the closure was lifted, and a storm passing through kept harvesters on land. Looking forward, I'm pleased to say that we have checked off a few action items from our previous update at last year's consortium. We've been working closely with conservation and protection officers to strengthen monitoring, as well as testing real-time gear location marking systems. Added new on-demand systems to our ongoing trial program and are operating under times to closures. With the challenges encountered, strengthen license conditions and communication with DFO moving ahead, affected by closures. I would like to thank our fish harvester partners, CWF field team members, and our funders who all make this program run smoothly. Thank you, and I look forward to taking your questions at the consortium.